For someone whose public persona exudes calm, charm, and control, George Clooney's life has rarely allowed space for genuine personal shock. At 64, he has navigated multiple roles: actor, director, producer, activist, husband, father, and global public figure, with apparent ease. Yet, even the most seemingly unshakable icons encounter moments that demand reflection. Last year, during a major televised initiative promoting cancer prevention and health awareness, Clooney was confronted not by a character or a script, but by his own vulnerability. Routine medical screenings, part of the program's protocol, revealed irregularities that needed follow-up. While nothing conclusive emerged, the experience forced him to grapple with uncertainty. This encounter reshaped how he speaks publicly about health, aging, and the importance of attending to one's body before issues become critical, demonstrating that even those who appear invincible face moments of reckoning. Advocacy becomes personal. Clooney's involvement in the health initiative was emblematic of the sincerity he brings to causes he believes in. The program united celebrities across industries, all aiming to raise awareness about early detection and prevention. As part of the process, participants were encouraged to undergo comprehensive medical checkups. For Clooney, the screenings quickly became more than procedural. He faced unexpected emotional turbulence. Though no severe diagnosis was reported, the results highlighted irregularities that required further evaluation. For the first time in years, he confronted the fragility of life and the uncertainty inherent in health. The experience revealed how easily significant health issues can remain unnoticed without proactive care. Clooney's personal reflection on this process illustrates how advocacy can evolve into intimate awareness, emphasizing the human reality behind public health campaigns. Facing the fear of the unknown. In interviews following the screenings, Clooney spoke candidly about the fear associated with waiting for answers. He described quiet, contemplative hours imagining potential outcomes and realizing how quickly the sense of control in life can slip away. "It's not knowing that gets you," he explained, highlighting the psychological weight of uncertainty. For a man renowned for composure and wit, this was a humbling experience. Clooney acknowledged that even access to top medical care does not shield one from anxiety. His reflection resonates widely because millions face similar fears privately, without cameras or media attention. By sharing his experience, Clooney reframed vulnerability as a universal human condition, illustrating that fear is not weakness. It is an acknowledgement of our shared mortality and an impetus for responsible action. Turning anxiety into purpose. Rather than retreating, Clooney channeled the experience into advocacy. He began speaking openly about the importance of preventative care, emphasizing that fear should never delay necessary testing. "If I had skipped that checkup," he noted, "I might not have known there was something worth watching." His message is neither sensationalized nor alarmist. It is measured and intentional. Clooney encourages audiences to view medical screenings as acts of self-respect, reframing vulnerability as strength rather than weakness. This approach resonates because it blends empathy with practicality. By sharing his personal story, he helps normalize conversations about preventative health, urging people to act before crises arise. His advocacy transforms the anxiety of uncertainty into motivation, encouraging informed engagement rather than reactive panic. From television fame to film legacy, Clooney rose to international fame as Dr. Doug Ross on the television series ER, which aired from 1994 to 1999. The role made him a household name and global heartthrob, yet he resisted being pigeonholed. Instead, he pursued film projects that challenged him artistically, moving into cinema with roles that blended charisma, depth, and complexity. Films, such as Out of Sight and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, demonstrated his range, while Ocean's 11 showcased his ability to lead commercial ensemble casts. Clooney's career reflects a balance between creative ambition and strategic reinvention, underscoring the importance of adaptability. This perspective informs his public messaging about health. Just as one must be proactive in shaping a career, one must also be proactive in caring for one's body, taking preventative steps before issues demand urgent attention. Awards responsibility and perspective. Winning an Academy Award for Syriana in 2005 marked a turning point in Clooney's life. Beyond professional recognition, it provided a platform to leverage influence responsibly. His work as a producer, including films like Argo, reflected a commitment to storytelling with ethical and societal relevance. Clooney's engagement with awards shifted from personal validation to opportunity to spotlight pressing issues and explore the human condition. This philosophy extends to his approach to health advocacy. Just as he uses film to illuminate ethical questions, he now uses personal experience to educate and inspire public action, demonstrating that influence is most meaningful when paired with accountability and foresight. Activism rooted in empathy. Clooney has long extended his advocacy beyond Hollywood. His humanitarian efforts focus on global crises, human rights violations, and conflict resolution. As a co-founder of initiatives addressing mass atrocities and a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador, he has highlighted the moral responsibility of global citizens. This activism is deliberate, informed, and sometimes uncomfortable. It is the same seriousness that guides his approach to health advocacy. Clooney's messages are not performative. They are grounded in lived experience and careful reflection. His openness about preventative health mirrors his broader worldview. Social responsibility and personal accountability are intertwined, whether addressing global crises or individual well-being. The role of family in grounding reality. Marriage and fatherhood have reshaped Clooney's perspective in profound ways. Since marrying human rights lawyer Amal Clooney in 2014, his priorities have shifted toward family and long-term responsibility. The birth of their twins in 2017 added further clarity, making personal health a matter not only of self-care, but of protecting loved ones. Clooney notes, "You're not just responsible for yourself anymore." This sense of obligation strengthens his advocacy. By sharing personal experiences with routine screenings, he highlights the relational dimension of health. Caring for one's body is inseparable from caring for those who depend on you. The integration of family values into public messaging underscores his authenticity and relatability. Why preventative care matters. Medical experts consistently stress that early detection can drastically improve outcomes for many conditions. Clooney's experience were actually, rooted not in illness but in awareness, reinforces this principle. Preventative screenings provide information that empowers individuals to make informed choices. By sharing his story, Clooney encourages proactive engagement rather than reactive treatment. His approach normalizes health discussions, emphasizing that waiting for symptoms can carry unnecessary risk. In this context, screenings are framed not as admission of vulnerability, but as a strategic step toward longevity and quality of life. Clooney's narrative illustrates that awareness and foresight are integral to health management, transforming routine care into a form of empowerment. The public response, Clooney's openness, resonated widely. Fans shared stories of postponed checkups, crediting his message with motivating them to take action. Health organizations praised the balance and clarity of his advocacy, noting that fear-based messaging often discourages engagement, whereas Clooney's approach encourages thoughtful participation. Fellow actors and colleagues expressed admiration for his willingness to speak candidly about an issue that affects everyone. This response highlights a critical aspect of celebrity influence. When handled responsibly, visibility can promote behavioral change. Clooney's combination of credibility, relatability, and thoughtful communication elevated a personal experience into a broader public lesson on proactive health management. Continuing to work and create. Despite the emotional weight of his health reflections, Clooney shows no sign of slowing professionally. He continues to balance acting, directing, and producing with philanthropic commitments. Colleagues note a heightened focus in his choice of projects, with roles and stories increasingly aligned with personal purpose rather than obligation. This clarity mirrors his approach to health, engagement, discernment, and intentional action. Awareness of vulnerability does not equate to withdrawal. Rather, fuels making. Clooney's capacity to integrate professional creativity with personal insight demonstrates a holistic model of responsibility, one that blends ambition with attentiveness to life's finite nature. A broader lesson for modern life. In a world marked by rapid pace, global health crises, and relentless pressure, Clooney's message feels particularly relevant. Modern culture often equates endurance and productivity with strength, while self-care is framed as optional or indulgent. Clooney challenges this notion, demonstrating that pause, reflection, and preventative attention are forms of strength, not weakness. By speaking candidly, he confronts societal norms that discourage vulnerability, particularly among men who are statistically less likely to pursue routine medical screenings. His example reframes health as a priority rather than a reactive measure, providing a model for integrating responsibility, awareness, and foresight into daily life. Legacy beyond the screen. George Clooney's legacy extends beyond awards and iconic performances. Increasingly, it encompasses the moments where influence is used for prevention, awareness, and education. By discussing uncertainty, fear, and personal responsibility, he transforms his public persona from untouchable icon to relatable human figure. This relatability amplifies the impact of his message, encouraging audiences to reflect on their own health decisions. Clooney demonstrates that influence is most meaningful when it serves others, offering lessons that resonate beyond entertainment. His willingness to engage with vulnerability contributes to a legacy defined not just by achievement, but by responsible stewardship of public voice. Redefining strength. Clooney's approach redefines strength. True resilience, he suggests, is not the absence of vulnerability, but thoughtful response to it. Encouraging routine screenings, he frames awareness and foresight as expressions of strength, not fear. His narrative does not seek to alarm, it is measured, informative, and human. By acting in time and sharing that experience, Clooney highlights a crucial lesson. Strength is rooted in action, awareness, and responsibility, rather than denial or bravado. This nuanced perspective preserves dignity while promoting positive behavioral change, offering a model for how individuals can navigate personal and public responsibilities simultaneously. Looking forward, as Clooney continues his personal and professional journey, his approach to health awareness remains steady, calm, factual, and grounded in shared experience. He understands the power of his voice and uses it deliberately, ensuring his influence encourages thoughtful reflection rather than panic. Clooney's ongoing commitment to creative work, philanthropy, and public advocacy demonstrates that awareness can coexist with ambition, responsibility, and personal fulfillment. His story encourages audiences to approach health proactively, recognizing the interplay between self-care, family responsibility, and broader social influence. In doing so, he models a path of integrity and thoughtful action that extends far beyond the entertainment industry. Conclusion: a quiet but powerful reminder. George Clooney's experience reminds us that awareness and vigilance are as critical as talent and achievement. At 64, he exemplifies how influence can be leveraged not for spectacle, but for prevention, insight, and education. His story is not about illness, it is about attention to life, body, and responsibility. By sharing his personal reflections, he underscores the importance of preventative care, the inevitability of uncertainty, and the power of thoughtful action. Clooney's legacy continues to grow not just through cinematic accomplishments, but through lived example and meaningful advocacy. His message is clear